other big story, it's all in the jury's hands now. Testimony and closing arguments have wrapped up in the case against former police officer Stephen Rankin.
The jury's decision now whether Rankin intentionally killed an 18-year-old man or the use of deadly force was justified. 10 of your sides, Deanna Leblanc begins our team coverage from court. Deanna.
Yeah, Tom, and just about a minute ago, the judge dismissed the jury for the night, instructing them to come back here to the Portsmouth court at 9:15 tomorrow. But the case is now in the hands of the jury. Now, earlier this afternoon, we heard closing arguments from Commonwealth's attorney Stephanie Morales and defense attorney James Broccoletti, and both of their arguments made it clear it all comes down to who made what decisions in that Walmart parking lot in the 1 minute of time that transpired. According to Morales, Rankin made the decision willfully not to use all of the tools in his arsenal, not to use his OC spray or his baton, which was in his car, or to perhaps tackle Chapman to the ground. She argued he chose to escalate right to using his gun. But according to Broccoletti, it was Chapman who made all the wrong choices. William Chapman, who chose not to comply, not to take his hand out of his pocket, who chose not to calm down after being tased, and Chapman, who chose to disobey orders and move toward Rankin when he had his gun drawn. Broccoletti said Rankin had no choice. Morales says he chose to kill.
He used his firearm because he made the decision that after whatever exchange happened between him and Mr. Chapman, that his next step in that use of force continuum was going to be this deadly force.
Everybody agrees. There's some movement towards it. And after that movement, get on the ground, get on the ground, get on the ground. And it's only after those commands are given and disobeyed.
Now, again, the jury is looking at that charge of first-degree murder, which would mean that they have to decide that Rankin acted willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation, but they have been instructed to consider second-degree murder, voluntary and also involuntary murder, and of course a charge of not guilty. Now, the judge did say he thought it could take up to 2 days for them to render a verdict, but again, that is just a best guess, and we know the case is moving along quickly. This trial, for example, was scheduled to last 8 days and only took 5. Of course, count on us to keep you updated throughout the week. Live in Portsmouth, I'm Deanna LeBlanc. 10 on your side.